first step to making angel food cake is to dump a cup and a half of sugar in your food processor. Okay, we've let that run until the sugar is really fine and powdery. And then we're going to take out 1 cup Might be easier to take it out this way. And we're going to set that aside. In that food processor, we're now going to add 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of cake flour. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now we're just going to pulse that 8 or 10 times. And we're going to set that aside for a few minutes. Then what we're going to do is gather our dozen room temperature eggs. And we're going to crack these eggs. Save the whites in a bowl. Don't want to be a big bowl. And save the yolks in a jar. And don't drop the yolk in there. Then we take a hand mixer. We beat the egg whites and a 1.5 teaspoons of cream of tartar. Until the eggs are foamy. That's pretty foamy. So now we switch speed and slowly add the sugar that we took out of the food processor. Don't add the sugar all at once, add it a little bit at a time. Now we just want to mix it until soft peaks form. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's going to do it. And that's the end of the power tools. Now we need to switch to a spatula. We're going to put our 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla in. And we're going to mix that in. Until it's pretty well mixed in. And then, using our sifter, we're going to put the flour in a few additions. If you try to put it in all at once, you're going to end up with a really dense cake. And one that will fall flat. And we don't want either one of those things happening. So you want to make several additions. 3 at least. And just gently fold it in. You don't want to go crazy with the mixing. This is a really gentle process because it's a really gentle cake. But as I said earlier, it sure is worth the effort. While this process is going on, the oven is heating to 325. And our last addition of flour. Once we've got all the flour folded in, then we take our tube pan, which is not greased. You don't want to grease the pan. And we just pour this in. And we level it off. Then we're going to put it in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes. And we'll be back. There are two important considerations. We want to rotate the pan after about 20 minutes. So we're going to set our timer for 20 minutes. And the oven rack wants to be in the center of the oven. And that's it for a while. One of the strange things about an angel food cake is that when you take it out of the oven, this is what it looks like out of the oven. The first thing you do with it is turn it upside down on a cooling rack. And that's because it will collapse from its own weight if you don't turn it upside down. And then it sits here in the pan for several hours until it's absolutely cool. It's 9:35 at night now, so it may or may not get out of this pan tonight. It did not get out of the pan last night, but this is what it looked like this morning. Beautiful cake. Then I sliced into it. And there's the slice. Notice how white and the beautiful texture. It's really soft. And this is the end result. A strawberry shortcake made with angel food cake. Thanks for watching.